everyone, this is Casper the Boy Diviner here today. So today I wanted to talk about 3 decks that I've sort of retired from my collection. When I say retired, it doesn't mean that I don't use them at all, but I use them very sparingly and only when I feel like, oh, I really neglected this deck for quite a bit. Alright, and I'll give you some reasons why I've sort of retired them and, why I still keep them. Maybe like mainly they're all for sentimental value. So let me just start off. Alright, the first deck that I wanted to show you today is the Linestrider deck. Alright, I really love Ciolo. Do you pronounce it as Silo? Ciolo? I'm not sure. Ciolo Thompson's art. I love it. And this was the second deck I ever got. So the first deck I got was the original RWS, which was really yellow in color, which I probably should show here also because I sort of retired it. Good point. Maybe I'll just throw it in. So this is the first one. This is the second deck that I ever got. So the thing with Ciolo Thompson's deck and Llewellyn is that the boxes come in really big, so I don't like using it. I know some people like their cardstock. I know Boho Tarot loves the cardstock, but this one was tough for me. I'm not sure if you can see that, but as I've been using this deck, they have been peeling. I also took photos of the edges peeling on my blog, and it has been peeling like within the first month of usage. So while I love the art, I feel like the cardstock itself doesn't feel comfortable. It feels mushy when I shuffle it. And it doesn't have a box just because the box was too huge to carry around. So it goes the same for the Hedwig Oracle deck and things like that, which I don't really use much as well, just because the box is so huge. The books are great, but they're huge. I don't really gel well with glossy books because the pen, my gel pens don't write on them easily. But still, it is a beautiful deck. Still a beautiful deck. It's just that not only that it's difficult to shuffle and the cardstock is tough, the box itself is big. You can see that there's yellowing around the edges, which is normal, I guess, for a deck that is more than 2 years old. So I'm perfectly fine with the yellowing. Actually, I like aged decks a bit. Yeah, but and it's sentimental to me just because it's my second deck. It's the first deck that I ever used to do a year ahead spread. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm still keeping it around. I wish I could be crafty and start building boxes for these decks. I mean, I've seen so many tutorials online. I'm just so... Oh, I just dropped all the cards all over. I feel like I'm learning a bit from Jen's Balanced Tarot. She drops her cards all the time. I'm so sorry, Jen, but I love that about your videos. Okay, so that's the first deck I wanted to show you that I've sort of retired. The second deck I want to show you that I retired sort of is also the Wild Unknown. This was maybe the third deck that I got, and honestly it's not a beginner's deck, even though everyone said how accessible it was. It wasn't easy to learn at all. There were some that I didn't gel with, but the honest truth is that the cardstock is amazing. The card size is amazing. This opened my eyes up to how good cardstock can be, how matte they can be and still work. And it made me feel sad about that Linestrider deck, which was my second. What I didn't like about this deck is how off-center some of the prints are. Can you see how off-center that is? Can you see how off-center this one is as well? It's like, I talk about this also in the SKT deck, which I think it's on purpose, and I understand this is clearly not on purpose, and just unbalanced white space triggers me a little bit. But the cardstock feels so good, and I really used this deck quite a bit in my when I started out doing the tarot, and I enjoyed the messages that I got. It's just that some of them were a bit abstract. I think for example the Three of Wands was pretty abstract. Let me see if I can I found it. Oh my god. When I said it, it just came out. The Three of Wands. Okay, yeah, I feel like, I guess me and this deck is still connected to some extent. So maybe just a quick one card draw. I haven't done my card of the day draw to be honest, so this will be the card of the day draw for myself and my people who watch this video. If you don't want to see it, you can skip easily, no problem. Okay, this is the card of the day. Okay, this is the Four of Wands reversed, but so for example, this is how I read the Wild Unknown Tarot. Some of the cards look the same, reversed or upright. So for the Four of Wands, I don't really see a difference. It is today will be a very stable, like you stay at home, things are calm, things are peaceful, you know, maybe family, a small celebration possibly. I'm staying at home today, so this is great. I'm staying home to make videos. Okay, so yeah, the Wild Unknown Tarot is the second deck that I've sort of retired just because, yeah, I'm just suddenly more attracted to decks that have a lot more detail and a lot more figures. Yeah, I say that and then I might just go ahead to buy the Magnum Opus, which is not detailed at all. Okay, the next deck I wanted to show, which I still like, but I don't use as often. I used to have this in my office, the Art of Life Tarot. So I have this in my office. I used to use this for my daily draws. After a while, I started a new role which allowed me to stay at home to work. So I worked remotely, and I left this in the office, and somehow the time spent away from the deck made me feel a bit further apart. Not only that, this deck is huge for my hands. I find it so hard to shuffle. So and basically because of this, you can only do one card draws with it. But I tell you, Charlene Livingstone is a genius. The images are great. The quotes are really great. You know, I saw this on the Hermit's Cave Facebook page. I think Simon drew a 1-card draw from this deck, and I fell in love with that image, the swing, I think, which I always loved, but it came with a very wonderful quote. I can't remember what that is, so let's see if it appears. Okay, I don't see it appear, but just to show you some examples. You see the lovers? What a great, appropriate image. The heart has reasons that reason cannot know. The heart has reasons that reasons cannot know. Brilliant. 9 of Wands. In times of stress, be bold and valiant. Which is not exactly what I pictured the 9 of Wands to be, but that is a lovely interpretation of the 9 of Wands, and something I should keep in mind just because I've had the 9 of Wands appear in my readings when things were actually quite tough. Yeah, and she all these are public domain images, so she credits like the artist and things like that, which is fantastic. I don't think anyone else could have created a deck similar to this, you know, with the knowledge of literature, with the knowledge of art, you know. Of course, there are some of it that I don't really get. For example, this one, the 6 of Wands. Like the 6 of Wands is like victory to me, but there are these cute mustached people who are super enthusiastic, and then the quote, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. So I guess it's appropriate. It's just super cute. Alright, so those are 3 decks that I've retired from my use. I'm still going to try to use more of it. Somehow the Art of Life deck doesn't resonate with many people also. Sometimes I find it difficult too. It's not reversible. The backs are beautiful like this. Let me go grab one more deck. Okay, I'm back. I kind of lost the original box, but this is the backing of the original RWS. Yeah, this was my first deck, and I didn't resonate with it almost at all. It was very yellow. I felt like everything was too... It had a yellow sheen over everything. It's pixely. Yeah, so I felt so much better when I got the borderless edition of the RWS, because that one has like better colors. Yeah, you see, looking at the Queen of Pentacles here, this just like slapped me in the face with yellow. I do like the color yellow, nothing against yellow, but wow, this deck, the coloring itself just couldn't jive with me. So what I was hoping to do with this deck is to make it a study deck. I was gonna draw like the astrological correspondences and things like that on it, but after a while I realized that I have decks like the Tabula Mundi that has already have the astrological correspondences. The thing is, maybe, yeah, okay, just thinking, maybe instead of writing it on the front, I should write it on the back, and then, you know, this is like a flashcard, so when I see, oh, Aries in, sorry, the moon in Aries, what card is it, you know, like, I don't know if that works out, or like a Mercury, or you know, what is that major, then test myself. Maybe that's what I could do with this deck. or else I really don't really know. And even though it's my first deck, I don't have much sentimental value with it. I just want to make it useful. Yeah, this is a short video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my retired decks and seeing what I have retired. If you have any retired decks that you have but you still keep, let me know. I'm keeping all this because, I mean, they have sentimental value for me. This is a traditional RWS that I feel like I can use for study. Yeah, just let me know and we can talk about it. Just a quick note, I also sold away one deck that I didn't keep called the Linestrider Tarot. I sold it to a fellow Singaporean. Part of me feels like I wish I kept it, and then it would but sadly it would still be in this video because I probably would have retired it. Okay, you guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye.